Hey, my boys. Okay. My grandpa. My mom's parents. They were, my mom wants to play a stupid part where they cared about me. They cared about us. No, they didn't. No, they fucking didn't. They did not care. My grandparents did not care. My grandma didn't care. To us, to the way my grandmother was, my Grammy was like, it's life, so what? Like, we didn't really give her any joy because she was so sad at what she did with her life. She just, I don't know, sheltered, abused, didn't know how to deal with it, and I can understand that back then. So she's trying to make it up to me, but I'm so pissed at her, and she's been blocked, and I have to forgive her, but I can't forget. So it's like, goddamn, this has been a long time. Fucking hell, a long time. My mom's gonna go, but I'm gonna have to deal with the family members. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't even know if they'll even talk to me. I don't know how I'll say it. I didn't find out my grandpa passed away until I went online. I went on Facebook, not knowing he died. It was my son's birthday, and I'm like, well, what can I do today? I'm like I didn't know where to take the kids, so I hopped on Facebook to see like the outings, like there's different like places to go to. I'm like, nickel, I guess we'll just I couldn't figure out where to go and what to do, and I end up hopping on there, and what I see is my cousin's post, my cousin Lauren's post about our grandpa, and I'm like, all right. I had multiple people that didn't want to call me. Oh my God. So I'm like, oh shit. I was so pissed. I didn't get closure with my grandpa. Like, I'm like, Dad, am I gonna get closure like with anybody dying alive? Because I really didn't get closure with actually did with my Aunt Bina and Auntie. Kinda. My mom was like, Bina didn't like being called Aunt Bina. Or no, Auntie didn't like being called Auntie. She wanted to be called something else. And it hurt me. And I asked my Aunt Bina, like, on her deathbed, because it hurt me. Like, I've been calling her, like, Auntie all, like, so I've been calling her Auntie, and it hurt her. Like, it affected me. It really did. My mom just wanted to get a reaction from me. And I'm like, fuck, I hate when she fucking does this shit. And I knew this. And I didn't want to ask my Aunt Bina, and I did on her deathbed. And she said no, she loved being called Auntie. And she gave me that look. Like, when your eyes like this, like, where did you get that idea from? Like, where did this come from? Like that, like the shock, like, and that to me was like, I know, right? I remember this clearly because I was so like, I had visitors, my cousins that I never got to meet, was Connie and Jennifer. Jennifer wasn't related to us, but Connie was, by my uncle, my mom's brother, Mark. And so our visit with them, my experience with them, like when I slept over, was when my aunt was passing away. So it was a mixed feeling, like, oh, I want to be happy, but I don't want to be happy. I'm happy that I felt guilty. Like, I did get my mind off of it, that I had cousins to play with, to interact with, that I never got to meet. And we were old already. We were in I think I was in 5th grade when I met them again. 5th grade or 6th grade. No, it was middle school. It was middle school when we went to, middle school, because that's when my aunt died. So middle school. And so 6th, 7th grade. And I felt guilty that I'm experiencing this pain that my aunt's gonna pass away. But then another part of me was like, she'll be free. She won't be shackled to the home anymore, where she's neglected. I did not want to die like my aunts did, and they are making me do that, which I'm fine dying like my aunts. Totally fine how I'm gonna die like my aunt. Totally fine. But they don't want me to die lonely, like me feeling like that, when in reality they've always been here helping me. So I understand that. But they're like, no, we really don't want you to die like that. Like, you need people, you need your boys in your life. So I do need my boys in my life, but I need to make justice on like, these people can't walk all over me. They can't just keep getting away with this shit. Like, come on now. Everyone has a story. I don't want to tell, like, it's personal, but here I am calling out these people, and yet I am labeled as, oh, mental health, oh, illness, you have schizophrenia, you have bipolar, you have schizoaffective disorder. Oh, gotta shove that up your ass. Damn it. So my grandpa, old dirty bastard. I kept questioning every time about his abuse with his wife. His wife would be like, oh my god, like whip and chain. Like, no shit. Like, what did she have on him? I don't know. But he was lonely. He was, and she was there, provided. But she, like, you could tell the wicked in her. And she had an accent and everything. And I'm like, man. Yeah, she was evil. She was evil bitch. So, but I kept asking my ancestors and, like, my grandmother, like, why is my grandpa put in this situation? Why am I watching this? And why can't this be stopped? First of all, no one knows what they're doing. Second, like, a family, like, that's what the military does too. The values are gone. They were watching the family in the military. They were watching certain family members grow up. So if you traveled around a lot, usually you probably have a chaperone. You probably have a chaperone somewhere watching you. Not all, but some, maybe everything. I don't know. But my mom was one of them. They moved around a lot. And I asked I asked my ancestors why my grandpa was getting the treatment, and they said because of karma, because he didn't do what he was doing. It was for us to watch what he was doing. He's not a person who he said he is. So therefore he's getting, like, yeah, so we were supposed to help when helped. We were supposed to do something about it, and we could I couldn't. And this is where I'm like trying to talk to my cousin Lauren, and I kind of got some insight on her hidden agenda too. It's sad, but I mean, like, racism, it's deep. It's deep. The curse and my grandpa, the fact that he chose it. He didn't choose family. He didn't choose his kids. He didn't choose his grandkids. He chose a fucking wife that was going to feed him lies, a narcissist. He had it coming. Son of a bitch had it coming. And here I am crying because I'm like, oh man, like, I wanted answers. You had things that, you know, only you know about my grandma, and this married girl, she didn't like my grandmother. She was like talking shit. She'd say shit like oh, Carol did this, that. And my grandpa would be like, kind of like, they don't need to hear it. Don't. Why'd you say that? Starting a fight. But she made me, when she would bring up my grandmother, she would bring up the information that I needed to hear. So that was interesting. Like, oh, okay, my suspicions were right. It was like a marriage. It was like a wasn't out of love. It was out it was a contract. They had my mom as a contract. It wasn't out of love, because that's probably why my mom works. Perfect government pay. Just wait until my mom's already freaking out. Just wait until she sees her brother. It's probably not going to do anything. I don't know. But my mom was setting up my brother to die, and that one ain't gonna fly with me. Multiple times. Even now, so as an adult, my brother gets triggered. Like, you wouldn't believe I get triggered. But for cops to see that type of behavior, cops will just kill you and shoot you. Oh, no, not to mention these fucking men Karens out there. Which my brother has every right to scream and yell at my mom. Every right. I feel like I have every right to scream and yell at her too, in her fucking goddamn face. My brother should do the same. To let a grown man do that? And now she wants to say, I didn't know he did that. Motherfucker, you're fucking lying. So all this time you didn't know how bad dad was beating Jesse, like your own son? Are you kidding me? No, because I know you watched it. You were there in the doorway watching the whole damn thing. And my boys, I was scared my mom was going to set you guys up, like, to kill. Like, she killed her own fucking dog because she didn't want to take responsibility for it. When I would have her come over to watch when I go shopping, I would, and it would be only like 2 hours max grocery shopping. I'd come back, the couch is pissed on, the remote control, the back is gone, the diaper's full, and I hear my mom going, Anthony, change your brother. Like, first of all, no. Anthony's not going to change his brother. That's your job. Like, what are you here for? And then she gets in, oh, like, you what are you saying? You don't like how, like, what? Like, turn it around on me. It's like, oh, this is why I let you watch them, like, the things that I can take with me. Like, I can take my kids, like, shopping, but I figured to get everything that I needed, like, I was trying to work with her too, like, give me some kind of, like, let me trust you kind of thing. And I can't even trust her for 2 hours. I'd be home washing the clothes, the laundromat at the house, apartment, and she's watching the kids. That's all I could do. I have to be there and supervising her, watching my kids. That was tiring. Not to mention Lauren's bullshit. Dealing with an alcohol husband. Like, I had to raise a husband, an alcohol husband. I had to wake him up in the morning. I had to, like, I saved this motherfucker's life so many times, and he wants to kill me. And with, not to mention his fucking friends and his family. And here I am just trying to heal my ancestral wounds. God damn. Money can't fix this, stupid. And I'm pretty sure Prince Harry and Prince William knows this shit too. I hate Walmart, and my mom can't live without Walmart. I had lived out without Walmart for a long ass time. And now, just in the 4 fucking years that now this has been going on, Walmart is Sam Club. The way we're going now, the universe sends you things, and you are also here to do certain things. So my boys, as hard as this is for me, I don't know, they want me to move on without you, and I'm forced. Like, I'm a mom. Am I a mom? Does it even matter? Like, these people in the community, the city of Westminster, my boys, my offsprings, just imagine how bad this is. I try to get help with the Westminster Hope and Opportunity. It started off with the trash. I put up pictures, the trash, like helping, like help out. Like I wanted to see what type of people I can trust in the community. I couldn't trust anyone. I was nice as fuck to them because it's like respect. I gotta respect, but I just gotta like put my best image out there and just be like, all right, I disagree with you, but I'm not gonna be late, be mean about it. No, just like, all right. But for them to just completely ignore me, I was hoping someone would speak up and say like, no, that's abuse. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's mean. I was hoping someone would say something to him, but no one did. And my dad's like, don't worry, we have people. They're gonna tell him. I was freaking out on Riverside about that. I was, because I'm like, what do you mean? I found out too, he wasn't liked. So then these fucking bullies, oh my god. If you hated him in high school, or you had something with him and you ended up fucking me over because you told me about it, Ishmael's one of them. Ishmael hated him so much that he was willing to like troll me, make my life hell because he hated him. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. How many people are you? Like, so I just was trolling him, seeing what I can get from him. I got a lot of information from him. So like Wendy, Daisy, yeah, that's really a trip. Yeah. The bullies, the schools, the teachers are the real bullies here. So these gangs, I mean, they all went to preschool. These kids, the gangs, these people in gangs, they all went to school. They all went to elementary school somewhere. Teachers create gangs. Teachers create these communities for these, they're groomers. David Johnson with the Harley Davidson jacket. I mean, this is real. This is real life here. When my dad died, he gave me instant DMX. Listen to DMX. Listen to DMX. So DMX he liked, Nirvana he liked. Karen Carpenter is the one that helped me a lot, looking for signs. So I'll look for signs along the way. And then when I get too in tune, she pops up all the time. She pops up. And then it's just like disco. It's like this. It's like it doesn't even matter. I can look like a clown, and it's just. Being a medium psychic, doing the witchcraft stuff. It's like when you know things, when you get educated on things, you can't go back being stupid. Like I can't go and do alcohol and just like spend money on alcohol or just go into drugs. and just be like, fuck it, nothing, like, I just can't, because I know that it's not for me. It won't solve my problems. It's not gonna go. It's where would I get my next fix? What would that do for my kids? What would that do for my ancestors? Like, there's so many negativities along that way. What is more important? Like, that is not important. That's not real. That's fake. So that goes to the fake side. That goes with the news, the TV, the phones. That goes all with that. What else? I still haven't found a real person. Still can't find anyone that understands. Like, they say they understand, but then they don't. And they talk about like their third eye, but I mean, they're blocked. They're totally blocked. Their chakras are blocked. So it's like, I can't communicate with them. And I miss you, boys. It's hard to sleep. And all I can think about is I hope these judges do life in prison. I hope these doctors and teachers do life in prison. I hope for the people who fucked me over, and knowing they did, I hope they do life in prison. With all my heart. I hope to die today. Because they should. I mean, Kevin Federline should do life in prison. Yep. That's a lot. When he could have been the one protecting and getting the right care for his kid's mother. That's important. Your children's mother and father should matter. But when that parent is fucking over the other parent, all for what? Money? It just shows you right there that Kevin only wanted those kids because it was his gateway to money. It was a pushed marriage. It was a setup. It was, what do you call it? It was plan. Hollywood did that. Hollywood is disgusting. Hollywood is sick like that. Yeah, it's like Princess Diana. But your kids are your medicine. They truly are. A lot of kids from high school had abortions. Just to let you know that that's what the world I was dealing with. And me knowing back then that that there's the life after death, that when you abort, your child's still with you. You still have a responsibility to pay. That child is, yeah. So if you're having a mental health crisis now, especially if you're a guy, go back in high school and see if that's probably You probably have a child out there, or I mean, out in the ethers, you probably have a child that's trying to communicate with you and giving you like, hey dad, heal. Hey dad, I want you to exercise. Hey dad, remember this? Hey dad, it's gonna help you. Think about it, maybe if it's for you or not. And if you have kids now, then that child is warning you about your kid now. Brothers and sisters, you have to know that, hey, you had a kid, you had a brother and sister, but I was in high school, and so if you feel off, it's probably because of your brother and sister you never got to meet. Cycle continues. I'm just happy that my name's not Christina or Chris. I'm named after my grandmother, so I'm happy with that. And I guess my grandmother didn't like her name, so she just went by Tina, which I'll change. I don't like Tina. I don't like it. Understand. I love you boys, and I miss you so much. And if you have mood swings, it's because of your brother too, trying to warn you, because you do have a brother. So I want you to please remember him, and please make time. That's all he wants, make time for you to remember him. Just know that if that ever happens to you, where your wife ends up miscarrying, that there is life, that there is still an opportunity, there's still that blessing for a rainbow bridge to grow, so that communication can come back. And when it's healthy, then that will come. You'll know. But this also is for you to help and heal the partner that you choose, because it goes both ways. You can be poison or you can be medicine to your partner. Choose medicine, because the poison that you do will go back onto you, but it's not the right thing to do. It's just not right. It's not. It's unhealthy, it's unclean, it doesn't do anything. I love you boys, and I'll see you soon.